Hi, I'm just here to give you guys a quick word. It's just a quick word that I want you guys to take heed of, okay? I did hear the Lord say food poisoning early this morning, and he did mention something relating to David. Now, I don't recall it, don't quote me on this, but I don't recall, like, when I did read the book of Psalms, I don't recall David like specifically mentioning anything about like someone trying to kill him with food poisoning, but he did mention a bunch of times to God that there were people trying to kill him, okay? And the fact that God mentioned food poisoning and then mentioned David, he said David right after, he said the name David right after, I knew he was talking about Psalms because he's been giving me passages and scriptures about Psalms, right? This is nothing new. Like, this is something that people have been doing for years, and this is their way. Usually when the spell work doesn't work, or they can't physically hurt the person, as in like do what they want to do with the person, sometimes they stoop to the level of like trying to do something to food, okay? I know it's happened to me in the past, and literally before it's happened to me, I've literally received the warning from God not to eat from certain people and not to receive certain things or accept certain things. So I just want to give you guys this confirmation that this is happening right now. So this is like a confirmation to someone who may have been suspecting this, who may have felt this in their spirit, they may have prayed about it, but God indeed said food poisoning. And then he mentioned David. Another thing that he did is like the Holy Spirit snapped his fingers twice and to get my attention in the spiritual realm. And when I heard the snaps, he showed me hashtag Jesus to let me know that I need to start putting hashtags in my videos again. Because usually I forget to do stuff like that. I don't know why I wanted to share that, but I wanted to just share like his sense of, I guess wanted to share his sense of humor. His sense of humor is so beautiful. But I have another word for you guys. So I'll post it later today. I'm just with my daughter. We're going to go run some errands. But I wanted to give this person this confirmation and just take heed, guys. Like, this is, like I said, this is nothing new. This has happened to many people. You see a lot of, crime cases online where people's friends have done this to them. Family has done this to them. And there has been attempts. Like I said, this has happened to me in the past as well. I also want to mention how they definitely monitor where you eat from. Okay, so let me tell you a quick story to give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. So when I had my old iPhone, remember I told you guys my iPhone was hacked. When I had my old iPhone, it was so hacked, it was slow. I couldn't get into my emails properly. There was someone definitely on the other side watching my screen, right? And around the time that I knew it was hacked, right? This was around the time I was also ordering from Uber Eats, because I eat certain foods sometimes, like when I'm like going through warfare, when I don't feel like cooking, I've been working all day, sometimes I'll order like pizza for the kids, or order something like pasta or some from a restaurant or something like that. But there was a time where like there was this one restaurant that I really liked, and they had really good pizza, and I would always order pizza from there and wings, right? And I remember around that time, that was when my phone was hacked. God was telling me not to order any more pizza. And I said, okay. And I was disobedient. I ordered again from that day. Remember, Rye? When I ordered the pizza and I got really sick?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So I ordered from that place. My daughter was there too. So I ordered from this place, and, when I got the pizza, I ate it, and that whole evening, like, I was in the bathroom, like, I was throwing up and everything. And I remember when I was throwing up, I heard God say deliverance. And what really hit me in that moment was, I remember 2 nights prior to me ordering the pizza, I literally heard a witch in the spiritual realm, and she was like, pizza. She started laughing. And then 2 days later, I ordered the pizza. But I wasn't thinking about that when I ordered the pizza. I was just like, oh, I love their pizza, etc., etc. So they were monitoring like where I get my food from. And I'm not sure like how they did something to it, but I know there was something spiritually done, or some type of spell work that was done. So when I ordered from there, I instantly got sick. And I've never gotten sick from that place ever. So that was an eye-opener. But I remember that night when I was that evening when I was throwing up and stuff, I remember God saying deliverance, and my kids were coming upstairs helping me because they were like bringing water, they were bringing a bunch of stuff to help me. And I was like, I honestly thought I was gonna have to call the ambulance, but God, remember when I finished, God was like, you're better. He's like, you're better, deliverance. So I knew right then and there I was being delivered from something. So they don't always have to be around you physically to put stuff in your food. They can do things in the spirit as well if they monitor and know like where you eat and what kind of foods you like, right? So be cautious of that as well. Okay. Anyways, I love you guys. And here's another way how I know too, because this was last year now, like close to the ending of the year. I remember I wanted to make my kids some spaghetti, and I remember one night I heard a witch in the spiritual realm. She was like, spaghetti, and she was laughing at me. And the next day, right, I was literally about to make the spaghetti, and then someone came in my comment section and said spaghetti, and then I didn't even make the spaghetti. So these people are literally watching us, okay? They are watching us in the spirit, and they are monitoring us. And these witches, they send spirits to literally monitor us. So again, they don't have to be physically around us to do anything to our food. They can literally be sending their monitoring spirits that monitor our every move, or they're hacking our devices, and it's like they will do things spiritually. Okay, so remember, pray over every single food that you eat, pray over every meal that you eat, and be careful who you're accepting food from, okay, in this season, especially when I got this food poisoning confirmation this morning for someone. And God always shows me like Snow White. Like he always shows me Snow White when there's like a season of someone trying to do something to the food. But he didn't show me Snow White this time. But someone mentioned Snow White yesterday in the comment section. She said something about Snow White's heart. We have a heart like Snow White. And then this morning I heard God say food poisoning. So, and then he mentioned David. So this is someone that's going through similar things like David, okay? As in like your warfare is that just as intense as David. So I know, like, you know, many things are not written in the Bible, like specifically, but I know that if we go through certain things, I know the prophets in the past went through these types of things too. It even says it's in the Bible that many of us are going through what the prophets already went through, right? So I want to give you this confirmation. I love you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.